The boy was helping his mother distribute flyers. He accidentally bumped into the company's CEO. The boy panicked instantly. He hurried to apologize. At this moment, the boy's eyes were drawn to the CEO's handkerchief, because the way the handkerchief was folded was exactly the same as how his mother folded handkerchiefs. The boy was so surprised that he blurted out, "Dad." The CEO froze on the spot. He just thought the child had mistaken him for someone else. Just then, the boy's mother ran over. The moment she saw the CEO, her steps stopped abruptly, because the CEO was the woman's boyfriend from 5 years ago. Memories of the past surged up in her mind in an instant. She subconsciously called out his name. It turned out that 5 years ago, the CEO had been willing to give up his family's hundreds of millions of property just to be with the woman. Even though their life was poor, they lived very happily. But not long after, the CEO was diagnosed with an illness. The woman, wearing a wedding dress, told her boyfriend that she was willing to wait for him. The CEO was also deeply moved. At this time, the CEO's mother threatened the girl to leave him. Otherwise, she would not pay for his surgery. Helplessly, the woman had to make a deal with her boyfriend's mother. Later, the woman reluctantly left. The boyfriend's mother also tried to force him to marry a wealthy girl, thinking that only a lady from a wealthy family was worthy of her son. Soon, the boyfriend's mother got her comeuppance. The doctor told her that after the surgery, her son would no longer be able to have children. When she learned the truth, she was filled with deep regret. At that time, the woman was already pregnant. Now, 5 years later, the two met again. The woman lowered her head and did not dare to look at him, afraid of being recognized. But the boy ran over and held the CEO's hand, believing that the CEO was his father. The CEO smiled and patted his head, admitting that he had never been married, so how could he have a child? As soon as these words were spoken, the woman's hands began to tremble instantly. She just wanted to take her son and leave. But at that moment, the CEO called out to her. When the woman turned around, the CEO did not recognize her. It turned out that the CEO had lost his memory after the surgery. The next second, the woman was hit by a car. The CEO picked up the photo on the ground, and memories surged into his mind in an instant.